Good evening, guys and girls. I'm about to try to make something here. Hope you like it. I hope you get an idea or new ideas other than myself. I'm about to cook what we call in my country Sultanate of Oman, or any Arabic country, what we call Konafa. There's different styles, different ways to cook. So I'll start out right away. The main ingredient is what we call sharia. In English is, as you see here, vermicelli. The other thing we do as the ingredient is mix nuts. You can add different types of nuts or any other way to as another flavor for the dish. Other thing we use is natural butter. The one here is the one I always use is al-marai, not salted. Also, one of the main ingredient is the abukos sweetened condensed milk. There's different types also in my country. The one I prefer is rainbow. There is another type is called Nestle. There's another types also, but the one I prefer is sweetened condensed milk. I find it much better and give more sweet flavor to the dish as well. One of the things we use is one of those plastic cups. Those are the ones used for medicines as a measurement tool for sick people. And don't worry, it's clean. We already cleaned it well and sterilized it, and it's ready to be used. Let's start over. Okay, first thing, the amount I use for the dish is 3 bags of vermicelli and 1 bag of mixed nuts. And as you see, the first step you do is break those vermicelli into tiny pieces, and I've already prepared one already breaking into small parts, not very much grinded. It's done by hand or by this tool or by this tool here. The next thing you do is grind the mixed nuts. And also I prepare the mixed nuts over here, and don't make it into too much grinded, so you can keep the crispy sweet feeling on the dish at the end. You do is open this butter and just put it in the can on the cooking plate and wait for it to melt. As soon as the butter melts completely, wait for it until start to boil. Then we will add the crunched vermicelli. You can see here the butter is already completely melted and now starting to boil. Now it's time to add the crunched vermicelli. Once we put the vermicelli, you have to be extremely careful and keep sterilizing the vermicelli over the butter until the whole butter has covered the whole vermicelli. Once that's done, we will add the grinded mixed nuts. Keep in note that once you put the vermicelli in the boiled butter, you have to continue move the vermicelli around keep it turned like that, so that way you will make sure the whole butter is completely covered the whole vermicelli. Okay, now it's turned. We will add the mixed nuts. Once you add the ingredients one over the other, it will get harder and harder little by little. You don't stop until it's already covered the whole vermicelli. And the last bit, now we will add this condensed sweetened milk. Once we add this, the process must be moved around like that, because once you add this, it will be the hardest part of the process itself. If you stop here after adding the sweetened milk, you will not be able to sterilize it well, and in the worst case it might burn the whole dish. It's better if you will have someone to help you adding the ingredients, and someone have the job only to move around the dish before forming it into the final shape. You can see here down there I stopped only for about maybe 20 seconds and it's already started nearly to burn. Have to reduce the heat. Keep moving it around until all the milk, like the butter, has covered the whole ingredients. Do not stop until you make sure it's already covered all around. I still have some bits here not fully covered by the milk. Someone before thought that this dish takes more than 20 minutes to be served. Actually, with the help of 2 people, it will finish in less than 10 minutes. Okay, now for the last part is making the final shape of the dish of Konafa. We can use either with a spoon, put it inside and compress it fully, add more and more to compress it. But as you know, just so you know, this is my first time doing it with the spoon to compress it down. I'll show you after this the way I'm doing. To take it out, just spread it from the sides gently, just a couple of times, and just put it down. It will come like that. Okay, now for my way, I do it straight away like this. Just compress it with my fingers. And yes, it's hot. Do it like that. This is my way. I'm doing it with my hands, and you must make sure before doing that your hands is cleaned well, and it will come like that. Okay, now with the last one here, compress it fully. As you can see here, it's already I have finished all of it. Now I have this last part here. Okay, and that's it. This is the Konafa, the one used in my family house, our family, my hometown style. There's different types over the internet. You can find it there. You can find the recipe, I'm sure of it, in the internet. But I thought of doing this and record it on a video with the steps and the ingredients and everything. Hope you all succeed, and bon appetit.